Are you always waiting for a YouTuber or TikToker to tell you what playable cards to pull out of your bulk or what expensive cards you need to pull out of your bulk in order to sell, instead of you just maybe throwing out bulk or sending it over to some company who buys it like by the thousand for like $5 or something like that? And do you want to know how to find those cards out on your own instead of waiting for videos that may or may not even include everything? Usually they'll just tell you like the $2 cards or the $3 cards out of there. But dude, I'm telling you, if you're someone who sells on TCG Player, and like you should, like I have a video telling you exactly how to set up selling your TCG Player. You should be doing this, because if you're opening packs, especially in today's, market, which I still do, as you can see, and, I do live streams and everything like that. And dude, I mean, I still open a ton of packs for myself, and this is all bulk everywhere. Like, dude, this is nothing. Like, I should show you the warehouse one day where it is literally like an entire room. Like, it's like a huge room, and it's just racks and racks of bulk. It's crazy. Anyways, it's impossible to go through all of that type of stuff. But when you guys are just doing like normal openings, and you're looking through cards, how do you know exactly which ones to pull out very easily? Well, I'm going to show you in this video how to find every single card in a certain set that you should be pulling out to sell and you can get so much value back on your sets and on your opening. So let's just get right into that right now. So I have TCG Player up right here. This is just like the home page when you go to tcgplayer.com. And when you're on that page, you just pull out your Magic 8-Ball and you just ask it, hey, is there any playable cards in Shrouded Fable? Or are there any expensive cards that aren't ultra rares that I should pull out of my bulk? And you just wait to see what it says. And this one says, ask again later. So we're actually going to post this video next week. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, that was a horrible joke. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Anyways, let's actually stop wasting your time. Okay, so go to this Pokemon section up here on the top. Click on the English price guide. Guys, this is like, shout out to Pokemon Dispensary, my friend Spencer. He's in our Discord and streams and everything. Shout out to him. He showed me this. Like, I've been selling on TCG Player for 5 years, and I didn't know this until like 2 years in. So, because I'm just a bozo and I'm a clown, but he's very smart and analytical, and he's like that. But it's super good. So view the price guide, or you can put in any set you want here. You can look for Sword and Shield. I'd recommend going through Sword and Shield sets for this. I'd recommend Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet sets mainly, because Sun and Moon, you can almost sell, like, honestly, you can almost sell any bulk from Sun and Moon, XY, or back, and just list it. And, for at least a quarter. I still only sell at least a quarter. Maybe 20 cents if it's something I'm just, like, trying to offload before I, like, just pull it out of my inventory completely. But that's another video. Anyways, we're going to start with, like, Destined Rivals, for example. We're going to view the price guide. And you can always change the set, so you can go through sets like one by one. Like, let's say the Mega Evolution set's coming out. Wait till release day, and then just click that, sort it, and then just go through it. It's easy. So once you're here, what I want you to do is you want to sort your printing by reverse holo. So just click this enough until you see it only showing reverses right here. Okay? And then once that's done, you go to and it's important that you do printing first, and then you come over to market price. If you do market price first and then printing, it's not going to show up the right results for you. So make sure printing is the first thing you sort, where you're seeing reverse holos there, and then sort by your highest market price. You might have to click it twice like this. And now it's showing you the highest valued reverse holos. It's crazy. So your Team Rocket's Energy, $1.13 just for the reverse, right? And you guys might see videos and stuff like showing this stuff, but if you want to open the card anyways, you can see what a regular version goes for really quick. So if you're looking at regulars, oh, those are still 35, 40 cents. That's definitely something I want to pull out. And if you have multiple of these, what I like to do is I price my playable trainers. Clearly this one's playable just because of the value associated with it, right? But if you sort by 4, this is just a pro tip in general. If you sort by sellers who have 4 or more, those are play sets, right? So if you have 4 or more of these, you actually can get a price premium for these, because people will go through and want only sellers who have 4, so they could buy 4 from one person. Hopefully that makes sense. But now look, you went from like a 35-cent card to now you can sell it for at least 45 to 50 cents. And when you look through the sales, you'll see people that it doesn't look like as many, but trust me, people will go through and just buy that out. Or if you're a direct player or a seller, you could do that. But reverses will go for significantly more. So easily that's something I pull out. What? The Shaman? Shaman is $1.14? Oh my gosh. If you want to see if the regular common is being pulled out, like not the reverse, you might want to just go through and click, near mint normal and just see. Oh, look, it's around 20 cents. This is one I would pull out for sure. If it's 20 cents and I'd sell it for a quarter, look, and if you look at some of the last sales, they're all around that like 20, 40, around that mark. And then just go through. Like, dude, look, Psyduck right there, reverse holo, $1 for the regular Psyduck. This is 100% a card nobody would look at. Nobody would even touch. Like, people would put this in their bulk easily and just get rid of it. Again, you want to check if the normal one's worth it. Honestly, someone paid 40 cents for one, so you could just like throw it up if you wanted to. But this is like easily checking your reverse holo prices. The point of me showing you this is usually a card is more expensive in reverse holo than it is in its normal foiling. So if you see something that's expensive reverse, like these higher end reverses in the set, you definitely want to check if the normal's playable as well. So it's just, you're just cross-checking. So right now I'd have a list and I'm like, okay, reverse normal, Team Rocket's Energy, reverse normal Shaman, Misty Psyduck, maybe I only want reverse of that. But looking at this and you're only seeing reverses, it's like, dude, easily all of these. Look at all these. Look at all these. Spiritomb, Lapras, Roselia. Like, dude, all of these go down. I would easily be going through and pulling out every reverse up to 25 cents. Easily. And maybe even 20 cents for me, because you can do 20 and then just bump it to 25. You can easily do that. And the cool thing is you can back this up by looking at just the sales volume of reverse holos. Like you're seeing, look, just, yesterday, several of these sold and I have to sign in to see more. It was probably more, but look, you see your reverse steadily there at 25. And again, if you're a guy or a girl who has all of these different varieties of reverses in their shop, it's not like someone's going through just to buy that one reverse from you. People can make a whole cart full of all these. And if you're 10 cents more than other people, but you have huge variety of these reverses for people to go through, you should totally do it. Again, maybe you don't need to do these like the really lower reverses, but dude, go through the ones that, at least at least what would benefit you guys is the 50 cents and up, at least. So if you want to make a list and be like, oh, I'm pulling that out, and then just do that quick cross check with all the reverses that are like around $1.75 and just cross-check and see if the regular common is playable as well. I know that was kind of a long example, but let's find another one really quick and see if we can find something weird. 151, I think we all know, I made a video in the past how valuable reverses from this set is. Again, make sure you're printing. It should save this filter, but dude, look how many reverses are worth money in here. Like every pack of 151 you open, you have $2 to $5 in value. You have $2 to $5 in value for every single pack of 151 you open just on the reverses. There's over 20 cards over $1 reverse. Dude, that's insane. And there's only very, very little cards that are in that low range. Dude, if you're not looking at that, and then again, you'd probably want to be like, oh, Gengar's $2.29. I wonder if the regular holo is worth something. Look, it's 50 cents. Look, it's 75 cents. Look at the dollar for the regular holo. Pull that out. If you think you got a no-hit one, a no-hit pack, if you had that in there, you probably did good. Even the Pidgeotto, 20 cents, you could, if you had a play set, you easily could, just the regular common, sell these for a quarter a piece. That's $1 for like these cards that you would have just thrown out, or you would have sold to an LGS for like 1 cent for 4. You can get $1 for 4 now. And people buy these cards, man. I hope this is making sense. Again, huge part of my business, I'll show you a couple more examples in a minute, but huge part of my business, yes, sealed. I have a website, sealed stuff, distro, I've been building that for 5 years, and that's a huge part of the business. Live streams. I do live streams, and I love that for community building and connecting with the people that I speak with and that buy from me. It's my favorite part of it, honestly. And then the back end part is singles. It is so imperative to do singles, especially when this market returns to normal. Singles are going to be your big thing that helps you. Whether it's, I got bulk. I got some bulk here. Maybe someone from a live stream didn't want it. And maybe I'm selling at like basically a break even just to sell stuff on stream, but it's worth it for your branding, your marketing, all that. And maybe they just don't want bulk. You go through and you got to grind this out. I mean, you just do, and it adds up, just this grinding out stuff. I have a Roka, which is like a sorting machine. Cardinal Gaming has a really good video, or a few good videos, talking about the Roka and everything. I didn't get one until the beginning of this year when I already had hundreds of thousands of bulk accumulated that I just couldn't get through anymore. And it's been totally worth it. And it pulls out these types of cards. It pulls out all this without me even doing this research. But you should do it. I did this research, grinded it for a long time. But dude, just going through this, I'm not even joking, have hit 6 figures on TCG Player a year from extra bulk cards, from either personal openings, from going through these lists, or bulk that people didn't want in a stream. And again, some people, they just don't spend the time. And if you're only getting a few packs here and there, or a box and all this, like, to some people, it's worth it just to, you know, sell it and not take the time and build a TCG account. But if you're someone who wants to be in the hobby long term, or if you really want to maximize every single dollar that you're getting in this hobby, you want to do stuff like this, especially if you're a business. Like, dude, when your margins on sealed are like slim, and you can do like booster box breaks for like $100 of a new set when it was like dumps. You can do like $100 for a box. We'll rip it live, no bulk, and you just, like, literally your profit margin is going to be the bulk in that. You're giving someone a great deal. In return, you're giving yourself more work on the back end, but you get to grind through that. And sometimes I'd get an extra $20 in bulk out of that. You'd break even on the box, or like lose $1 or $2, and then you'd go through that bulk and you'd make a few bucks off that. You know, you'd make your 20% margin, and it comes through a different way. These are just creative ways in lower markets, I could talk about this forever, to maximize, you know, what you get back out of things. Another thing is like promo boxes and stuff. Like, you can break those, you know, I can make a whole video. It's kind of getting off topic, but do this for every set, man. And I would really encourage it for a new set right when it comes out too. But you can go back to like weird things. You can be like, yo, let's see what Lost Origin, you know, because now you're looking at the point where everyone thought Sword and Shield bulk was worthless. Take a look now. Let's see what's going on here. See what reverse Gengar. I mean, you know, $1.65 easily. You know, Gengar is going through its own thing. So you can see that's going to go up. The regular Pikachu common. This is one of the coolest Pikachus, by the way. Regular Pikachu common. Yeah, maybe just a near mint regular copy is still 20 cents. Maybe not. That's worth it for you guys to sell. I think it is. It's a really cool card. But you want to sell you want to do your reverses. Dude, $1.50 for that, and you wouldn't have known it. Cresselia, Snorlax being 87 cents. Yeah. That was a pretty playable card for a while. Cresselia was too. 50 cents for the holo, and that was something you might have just thrown out. Spectrier reverse holo, would you have thought? No. Like, this is stuff you throw out. Rhyhorn reverse for 46. Like, and these are cards that sell. A lot of cards don't have this sort of market price as bulk if they're not selling. So if you're going to look, dude, just in the past 2 days, you know, we got multiple reverse holos selling. This is worth building your inventory on TCG Player for, because if you have lots of reverses or lots of cards that you see in this 25 cent and up, you can get people to come through, build big carts, and all that adds up, man. And instead of getting literally like half of a half of, I don't know, I should just say like 1/100th of a penny for a card, you could literally be getting 25 cents a card on so many of these. There's more value in packs than you think, more than just what people think. And I'd say this is one of the fewest, this is probably one of the most untapped parts of Pokemon altogether. It's very, you know, it might not seem time efficient to a lot of people, but if it's something that you can maximize, it is. Again, 6 figures, literally just in my extra time going through it, taking hours just to do that. 6, and that's just like it's not something you even think about. It's just something you go through and you do. And I promise it would be something massively valuable to you guys to do. If you want more videos like this, please leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Or if you want more tips on certain things, just leave questions and I can answer whatever I want to. The dog scratch is healing a little bit. I did my first stream yesterday in like a month and a half from my hand injury. I'm like freaking Captain Hook now. And my name is John Carlo. Here's my coffee from last night's stream. My new name is John Carlo. And anyone new here is going to think that my name is John Carlo. Anyways, nice talking to you guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.